Good afternoon, SATSA members and Earl Smith. Very excited to bring you today look into Happy Snappy Lite. So Earl is going to tell us a little bit about a company called Happy Snappy and then Happy Snappy Lite, which I think is just really cool for tourism businesses in South Africa to participate in, and a nice way for us to, show the excitement and the wonder that is South Africa. Earl, can you tell us a little bit about Happy Snappy Lite?
Great, thank you, Hanley. Happy Snappy is the company, and we are the guys who do the photos up Table Mountain at the Two Oceans Aquarium, the zoos around South Africa, Ushaka in Durban. We've had an issue, a problem, and the problem is that a lot of people, a lot of attractions are coming to us and say we would also like to take photos of our tourists and sell them to the tourists and make extra income, unlock huge amounts of revenue. I think this industry in the world is worth, I think, $2 or $3 billion annually, right?
Wow.
The problem is that because our setup is so advanced and so expensive, it doesn't pay to have small attractions, to have our Happy Snappy based at their attraction. So we've been thinking for quite a while on how to fix this problem, and the problem comes up in an app, of course. There's an app for that.
Technology saves the day.
Right. So where this comes in, and I'm on the Happy Snappy Lite side of the business, and I actually believe this is going to go far bigger than the Happy Snappy, the printed side, is because this actually covers a lot of bases, right? So the app, what I'm going to do is give you guys a quick demo. I'm going to share my phone with you. Can you see my phone on the screen?
Not yet. At this stage, I've still got you, but it'll come through.
Okay, there we go.
There we go. Got
right,
it.
So
hello, son.
Let me that's my son, Alexander. So let me explain to you how it works. It all works on a QR code, similar to that. We have them in reels, on stickers. You can put them on a card. This is specifically, I don't think it's actually showing on the screen.
We can see it. Yeah, no, we can. It blurs, but we can see it. Yes. It's
specifically okay. I've got it on a business card. You can put this on a guest card, a card that they walk into an attraction. They would like the photo package. You would then either take a sticker, a QR code sticker, and you can attach it to their shirt. They can have a card that they would walk around with. This QR code represents a gallery of photos that are about to be taken or have been taken, right? Your gallery of photos is going to be on this QR code. Once the photos are taken, you need, as a guest, you need no app. You would scan the QR code with your phone, and all the photos that were taken during your visit to that attraction will be able for you to be downloaded as a guest.
That is very easy.
It's so seamless. It's almost like when you see the thing working, you just smile at it because it's so cool. Right, now I'm part of the attraction. We've got guests that are walking around, and this is the QR code that I hold in my hand. Again, I don't know if you can see it too well, but there's a QR code on this card, right? There's I'm going to take one of the QR code stickers. Okay, and I'm now going to open up the app. The app is called Snapped. I'm going to open up the app. I have now preloaded SATSA's logo onto the template. Okay, I'm going to take my orientation lock off so I can take photos in portrait and in landscape. And now I'm going to scan, right? I'm going to scan the QR code. Okay, just watch quite quickly because it takes half a second to validate. And now, as you can see, my phone is now automatically gone into photo mode.
Yes. Okay.
I'm now going to take, my office is the most boring office you can get this side of Johannesburg. I'm now going to look at the whiteboard, and I'm going to take a photo. All right, and I can see if I like the photo and I think the photo is absolutely stunning, I'm going to click accept. I can then go and take a whole number of photos. All right, and by clicking take another and take another and then take another, and you can carry on snapping 30, 40, 50 pictures as you go. You can then go back in an hour later, you can rescan the QR code and continue taking photos. In fact, you can even do this tomorrow. Okay. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to click done. Hypothetically, I've taken 40 photos now during the day, and now we're done with the photos. So your guests now have got 40 photos or 30 photos of their experience that they've just had at your attraction, and the guest still has his ticket or his QR code that contains, his ticket that contains the QR code for the photos, right? At any stage, he can then go open his phone, select the QR code scanner. Any smartphone these days has a QR code scanner pre-installed. You click on the QR code scanner. I will then scan the same QR code that the photos were taken on, and all the photos that were taken during your visit.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to click got it, because we use cookies. Of course we do. Right. Now, let me just go through this screen you have in front of you. The top, where it says SATSA, is branding. We can put anything you want there. In fact, you can put anything you want there. You'll get access to the back end with your account, and you can put a logo over there. You can put a competition. You can put your contact details. Whatever you want to put in the top is for your, is for you to choose, as well as the bottom. Right. I've just loaded it up with the iconic picture of Cape Town. Right. Now, the actual photo. One second, let me just go back here and scan this again. I need to actually put my auto lock on my phone off because I'm talking too much. But anyway, so now the photo that I've just taken is here, right? I would then click, I can either send it to Facebook, to Twitter, or to WhatsApp directly, or I can download the picture. So for this demo purposes, I'm going to download the photo, right? And this is your normal phone now, right? This is the phone software.
Yes.
And I click save image. Now that phone, the photo on your phone is now a normal photo. There it is.
Wow.
And then go and send that photo to WhatsApp, and I can go and send it to Hanali, and there it is. And then on your phone, you will be seeing that photo is pre-branded to your attraction. Where this comes in really well is it's not just to sell photos to your guests, it's also branding, right? So if you've got all the guys that come to your attraction, or would then be able to distribute on social media, they're going to take a photo of them standing with this, or standing with a beautiful background, or in the Kruger. They've then got photos of their experience, and they will be putting them obviously on Facebook and WhatsApp and Instagram, and wherever that photo goes is branding, and that photo will always tie back to you, because the big issue is, if I have a beautiful photo of a line right next to my car that one tour operator took me on, it goes onto the net on social media, and there's absolutely no tie back to that guy who got you that.
Yeah, so and somebody else makes money off it.
Sales. Sorry, say that again.
Somebody else makes money off it.
Right, someone else makes money off it, or no one makes money off it either, right? If I had the most amazing experience, but who was the reason why I had the most amazing experience? Well, now we can actually tie it back. And your logo doesn't have to be your logo only. You can have a small little phone number, or an email address, or a website. This product is absolutely awesome. I can carry on with my QR code. I can carry on scanning, and I can do it tomorrow. And all the photos that will be taken on this QR code will be available for the next 3 months for download. There's also a code at the bottom of this QR code, where if you go onto our pics viewing website, which is viewmy.pics, and you put the code in at NBD6, all the photos will also be in the cloud for you to download and send overseas to family, friends, and that. If you then would like to, as a facility, print those photos, you can still print these photos. They're about 1 meg in size each. Right, so you can print and then obviously sell those if that's the way you want to go on this. So it's for both. It's virtual and print.
Now I have a few questions. Are you finished with the telephone? I mean, like
I'm finished with the
is there more
telephoto.
stuff?
No,
Not nothing
I'm
else you
done
want to
with
show
the.
us? Great.
Sorry,
Now,
I'm done. We
okay,
can take it.
so this is brilliant, and I love it that then there is this dam of a content, almost virtual, photographs that we're starting to create, which is really, really lovely. How does this work? How do I, as the attraction, get the code, the product from you, and how do I, as the tourist, then pay for it?
Okay, great question. So to answer it, I'll answer it in two ways, right? We have launched this recently. We're actually about to bring in our second version of the software, which is actually quite exciting. We, as Happy Snappy Lite, we make our money off selling these QR codes, right? Okay. You can work, depending on the amount of QR codes that you would buy, but it works out to be about between, say, call it 10 Rand a code, plus minus, right? If you're taking higher quantities, we can obviously do deals. If you'd like it on a monthly basis with unlimited amounts of QR codes, again, we can discuss that. For now, and for the next few months, we're actually doing this as a promo for free, right? We're offering this for free because we actually want to get the proof of concept out and people using it. And once it's working, then we come back and say, right, we love the concept. Let's then work out how it works on the financial side. It's not, it's virtual. Oh, sorry, let me just go back. One QR code represents the gallery. So you can take 20 photos that will cost you 10 Rand, or 30 photos will cost you 10 Rand. It's not 10 Rand per photo. It's 10 Rand per gallery.
Can I just quickly ask around that now? So I'm an attraction, and people are coming to visit me, and I have my QR code, and let's say I use it for the day. So I'm walking around as the photographer in my attraction, and I'm taking photos. I'm using that code that you've just sent me, or I can do it tomorrow, or like you said, you can come back in a certain amount of periods or a certain period of time. So that QR code is mine, and I can. I mean, what is the limits? What is the limits around how often and far I can use it?
So the QR code, if you've got 5 families coming, right, to have one QR code is a little bit, all their photos are going to be on one QR code, the different families, right? So I would use one QR code per group, per family, or per individual, or per couple. That's kind of where you should be using it, especially with this Poppy Act. I don't know how safe it is for you to be taking photos of other people and kids, and then other families getting to access those kids' photos.
Yes.
So so within reason, we don't limit the amount of photos that are taken per QR code as long as it's not being abused, right? So a family, for example, can have 40 or 50 photos taken on one QR code.
So okay, so let's put me in the example now. I'm on my way to Table Mountain. I'm going to go up Table Mountain. I've purchased my QR code from you. You're selling it to me, right? You're Table Mountain. You're selling it to me. So the 10 Rand actually, the cost of the QR code actually goes to the photographer, to the end user, to the tourist as well. So I purchase it, and then we go up, and so let me just get this straight in my head. So I purchase it from you. Who takes the photos?
Okay, so it's not us. You're not buying it from us. You're buying it from Table Mountain.
Yes,
right?
yes. Table Mountain bought it from you.
For argument's sake, we're selling a QR code to Table Mountain as an attraction for 10 Rand. Table Mountain would then sell a QR code, hypothetically, for 150 Rand, a QR code, right? The guest walks around with his ticket that he's got his QR code on, right? And he walks up and he goes up to Table Mountain, and there are Table Mountain staff members, right, with a smartphone that has our app installed on their phone, and they go, guys, do you maybe even have a little bit that say, I can take your QR code photo, or I can take your photo. The guest would say, here's my QR code. The staff member from Table Mountain would scan the QR code and take any number of photos. Right, then they can go walk around, and in 10 minutes there's another awesome view. Right, then they can take another photo by scanning the QR code. You can jump between QR codes, right?
Yeah.
So it's pretty awesome. One phone can take, I don't know, any number of QR codes, right? And as the QR codes are being scanned, those photos will be allotted to that QR code.
Yeah.
The next QR code, scan it, take off that family, those photos will go to that. So everything remains in its gallery, right? And when the guest comes back, he's got He might have had 5 or 6 stations where he had photos, but his one QR code will access all of his photos that were taken under his code. So you don't have to own a lot of other attractions. You go get a whole pile of 200 photos, and your photos of your family are 5 photos, and you've got to sift through 200 other photos to see which are ones that are applicable to you. Right.
Now, so for me, this makes it makes beautiful sense from a attraction point of view, and even for adventure tourism. You know, we are going strong into that. So I'm just thinking of like when I went whitewater rafting in Victoria Falls many years ago, and you did exactly what you said. Afterwards, you go sit down and you get your video, and then you sift through the photos to see which ones are yours. So yeah, I mean, as long as the cameras, I suppose, are waterproof in that instance. But so it's got a bit of a broader applicability, I suppose.
Right, and also you do not only have to sell these. We don't dictate what you would sell these QR codes for. If you want to do it as a promotion, right? Let's say Coca-Cola on the beach, right, are taking photos of you holding a Coke, and they would then have QR codes with little cards, take photos. It's branded Coca-Cola. Here's the card. Your photo's available to download, and then move on, right? And so we don't, we business to business. What you do with the QR codes and how much you sell them for is up to you. But
so even events would, for events that would be amazing, brilliant as well. Yes.
Right. Okay. Exactly. You come in, take a photo, give them a QR code, and say, there you go. And later on, go and download it, and then distribute that on social media as we do.
Okay. And now 2 more questions, then I'm done. The first question is, me as Table Mountain, then as an example, I own all of the photos. All of the photos of the staff that was taken on that day sits in my QR code or in my group of QR codes.
In your account, correct. You have access to the back end, and all those photos are available for you as Table Mountain to download, and then you as Table Mountain will have a whole stash of photos that you can then go and use for social media. Also, on the app, you can select or elect to have the guest put in their details.
Oh, nice.
Then allows you to create a database. Again, the database is all on your account on our side. Right?
Yeah. And by
who downloaded the photos, how many they downloaded, what they did with the photos. They put them on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter.
And by the guest purchasing the QR code, they automatically almost give you what do you call it, approval for you to share as well, for you as the activity or the attraction to be able to share those photos. Or is there an option
that needs to be in the paperwork, right? Maybe they have the terms and conditions that say by purchasing a QR code for photos, we are allowed to then use, that's got to be between them and on the legal side, but yes.
Okay. Now you said free. My ears, here's free. And then if there are our members who would like to contact you, who would like to start this process with you, how do we do that?
So please, they can email me at earl.smith@happysnappylite.com and contact me. Phone number 082 884 8889. Call me. You can WhatsApp me. I would need a logo, 2 photos, as you saw in the example on our demo. 2 photos that we could load up. It's truly for free. There's no signatures. There's no IOUs. There's nothing. Use it. We want to see you guys using it. We want to see you starting to make some money. And once you get to that point, then we can sort of formalize it in on the financial side. But really, it's not expensive, because it's virtual and there's no real equipment that's needed other than what you've got. This is a win. And also, it's really great. These small attractions can now unlock these souvenir photos.
Yeah. Man, I love it. Absolutely love it. Thank you so much, Earl. We will put the details on the mailer that we sent out as well. And yeah, it was lovely chatting to you today. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks, Anna.